how's it going out there, everyone? My name is Brandon, aka Scourge of Vinyl. Today I've got another Check This Out volume for you. Got a couple CDs, some records, just some stuff that I've been listening to a lot lately, some new stuff. And then I'm going to get back to doing, the one random pick that has nothing to do with anything except today's as kind of a significant meaning. But I'll get into that at the end of this video. For now, I'm going to start with Jumpin Jesus. This is their album, The Art of Crucifying. Reissued by Vic Records last year, 2017. Jumpin Jesus, quite the name, kind of scared me off for a little while. But this is excellent, obscure death metal. I believe that The Art of Crucifying is the only album they ever released, and it also comes with their 1990 demo on this reissue. They're from Germany, and this came out in like 1991 or 2, I want to say. Has a real kind of pungent stench vibe to it, where it's a little bit weird, a little bit out there. Crazy artwork on here. Yeah, so I mean, from Germany, it kind of has that Austrian, Netherlands kind of style of death metal. Really cool stuff. I recommend checking this one out. And Have I Ever Let You Down? Bringing the obscure death metal material to the masses. Next up, this is Demonomancy with Poisoned Atonement. This came out on Invictus Productions. This is a 2018 release. So far they've released the tape and the CD. The vinyl version will come out later this year. Italian black death metal, and I've been a big fan of Demonomancy ever since I heard their split with Finland's Witchcraft. They have a couple full lengths. Nuclear War Now released like a compilation album of theirs recently, Burned to Vitriol. But this, I have to say, is by far, in my opinion, their best material yet. Songs on here like Archaic Remnants of the Numinous, The Day of the Lord, The Last Hymn to Eschaton, and the closing track, Nefarious Spawn of Methodical Chaos. This, for a Black Death album, has a lot of memorable, I want to say choruses, because they kind of repeat and they get stuck in your head. So hard to say that a Black Death album can be catchy, but this, I would say, is as close to it gets. Really great, memorable stuff. So if you haven't heard Demonomancy, they have, not an extensive discography, but there's a lot of material out there, and I definitely would check out this one if you're interested in some Italian black death metal. Demonomancy, Poisoned Atonement. Moving from Italy down to South America in Chile, this is Atonement with their new 7-inch Furious and Untamed. 2 songs, as most 7-inches are, just black vinyl. Side flagellant. That's side flagellant. And then, so this is some, I think it's some really overlooked Chilean thrashing death metal. They have a full length prior to this, Chaos Abomination, which is good, but this 7-inch material, if this is a sign of things to come for Atonement, I'm all in. This is really great shit. If you like, early South American, like Sepultura, even Sarcophago. This is a little bit more on the death metal side and the thrash metal side of things, but very good. Released by Iron Bonehead Productions this year, 2018. This is a reissue from Peaceville, which I was highly anticipating. This is Banished with Deliver Me Unto Pain. Now, for those of you who don't know who Banished are, They were originally called Baphomet. They're from Buffalo, New York. Baphomet and the Dead Shall Inherit, one of my all-time favorite death metal records. It's so fucking good. And then around the mid '90s, they changed their name to Banished and released this album. This album contains a couple songs off of The Dead Shall Inherit, Valley of the Dead, and Through Deviant Eyes, although re-recorded. And then this Banished album is along the lines of that first Baphomet album, but it definitely has like a really like harder approach to it, and the production is a little bit more raw. I mean, this was an early '90s death metal album that I don't think got its due at the time, and still to this day I don't think has really gotten enough credit. I mean, there are more people that know about Baphomet, but I don't think that people realize that Baphomet became Banished, and then Banished put out this beast of an album. I mean, this thing fucking smokes. When I put this on, when I first got it, it just made me want to destroy fucking everything. Really, really cool shit. I love Baphomet, and then that Banished LP is really close behind. Here we have 2018 release from Rune Spell. This is called Order of Vengeance, released by Iron Bonehead. Rune Spell last year put out an amazing LP called Unhallowed Blood Oath, and then this year, really quick turnaround, they come right back at us with Order of Vengeance. And I've listened to this a bunch of times. It's really good. I don't think that it is as good as Unhallowed Blood Oath, but still on par, still, Rune Spell doing what Rune Spell does. This is an Australian, I believe, one-man project. Just black vinyl on here. Show you the center labels. Order. Vengeance. Came with a insert with lyrics. Not really lyrics, actually. No lyrics. My mistake, but Pray for Redemption. Redemption for Prey. That is the title of the final track on this album. But my favorite track is probably the opening track, Retribution and Iron. It's a longer song. It approaches the 10-minute mark. And then songs like Claws of Fate and then Wolf Axis, also very, very good. So, Australian black metal from Rune Spell. Like I said, there was Unhallowed Blood Oath that came out last year, and then they just put out a demo compilation too. Well, it's not really a compilation, it is their demo, but it has one extra bonus track on it as well. Woo! Jungle Rot with their self-titled album. I have been spinning this fucking non-stop since it came out last week, I think. But this is their self-titled album. It's their 10th full-length album, I think. Came out on Victory Records. Their last bunch of records have come out on Victory, which is really strange. They really don't fit on that label, but oh well. They're from Wisconsin. Victory is based out of Chicago, Illinois, so you get that Midwest connection. This is called the Blood in the Water variant, this red in clear. I think this was the most limited, maybe 100, 150 copies. I don't really remember, don't really care, but I thought it looked really cool. And so these guys are death metal veterans, straight up old school death metal. When I have that itch for just some straight up brutal, no gimmicks, old school death metal, Jungle Rot is one of those bands that scratches that itch for me, and this album is superb. Their best in a while. It's 2018 now. I think, Kill on Command is maybe the closest one up to this. Their last one what was the name of that? I have a poster up. Order Shall Prevail. That was their previous one. Good, not as good as this. The opening track, Send Forth Oblivion, A Burning Cinder, Fearmonger, which is the single they released. It has Schmear from Destruction doing guest vocals, which is really awesome. Glory for the Fallen, Pumped Full of Lead, a nice 2-minute fucking rager. And then track 10 is a cover of Creator's Terrible Certainty. So, obviously, with Schmear from Destruction and then a Creator cover on there, you can see that this band is heavily influenced by thrash metal, but they are a straight up death metal band. Fucking phenomenal. I mean, and the artwork, I can go on I can make a whole video dedicated to dissecting this fucking artwork, but you get the picture. It's just fucking insane. It's awesome. So check out Jungle Rot. Check out every single one of their albums is good. Every single one. They don't have a bad album. I'll say that. Another one. Chemists. This is Desolation. Nice gold foil stamping on the title and then on the tracks. Awesome artwork with their little this wizard guy has appeared on all 3 of their albums now. $20 spin release, 2018. If you don't know Chemists, they play kind of a doomy style of traditional heavy metal. You could call them a heavy metal band if you wanted to, and I wouldn't be upset. You could call them a doom metal band if you wanted to, and I wouldn't be upset. They fall somewhere in between for me. This is their 3rd full-length album. When Hunted came out, I think 2 years ago, I liked it. I wasn't crazy about it. This one, again, had to grow on me, but the more and more I listened to it, the more and more I kept coming back, and now it's just one of those albums that I've listened to almost every day now. The opening track, Bloodletting, then the next track, Isolation, my favorite track on here. Maybe my favorite track that Chemist has ever done. And then Flesh to Nothing, The Seer. All really great shit. 6 songs, but I mean, it's like a 40-minute album, so the songs tend to be a little bit longer, as most doom bands are. Really great shit. Awesome from Chemists. $20 spin has obviously been fucking killing it this year. And then last but not least, this is that kind of random pick that I was talking about, although it's not that random, because this morning I woke up to find that Mark the Shark Shelton from Manila Road had passed away. So I figured I would honor him in this video, talk a little bit about my favorite Manila Road album, Crystal Logic. I mean, you have Necropolis, the title track, Feeling Free Again, The Riddle Master, The Ram, Flaming Metal System, Dreams of Eschaton. Every song on here is a fucking banger. And Mark the Shark and Manila Road, kings of epic metal. It's hard to overstate the impact that Mark the Shark and Manila Road had on the entire heavy metal scene, and he will be missed. Up the hammers and down the nails, Manila Road. So that's it. That's all I've got for this video. A nice little quick one, but a lot of bangers on there. I will leave some links in the description where you can go check some of that stuff out, listen to it. If you feel like it, buy it. So that's it. Thanks a lot for tuning in, watching, subscribing, liking, all that cool stuff. And till the next time, take care.